Hi guys, it's me, it's Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany TV Day 7. I can't even believe that we've made it this far. It seems super wild that a week can go by like that. And I feel like I learn things every single day, and I am trying to figure out how to do this better and better, the best way that works for me. So I realize that because I love books so much and because I am always talking about them and promoting them, that maybe I could have an Amazon affiliate account, which I know absolutely nothing about, but that maybe if people want to buy the books that I recommend, that they pay me like 3 cents or something. I have no idea. It's like not a lot, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, every day I just sort of add a little bit more to my learning and my repertoire of how I can make all of this work. So 1 week in feels pretty good. I am feeling much better than I did yesterday. And I kind of thought about that afterwards, and I was like, really, do people really want people to just show up all the time and like be fake and not be real and not be who they are? Like they just pretend to be something that they're not. And I just don't think that that's me. So it is an impossibility to believe or think for 1 second that in a 30-day cycle that I'm not going to have an off day. Like there's just like not reality. I mean, maybe it's possible because anything is possible, but it's just not my reality at this moment. So you know what? I feel good about showing up and being exactly who I am and how I am. And you know what? Today, again, you can't even see, but it's day 2. Haven't made my fucking bed. And that's okay too. Now, day 3, 4, 5, we might be slipping, but we're gonna just hope that things turn around. Yesterday was my first day of fasting, and it really didn't go so great. Not fasting, but my first day of cleansing, because I'm not fasting yet. I will fast sometime in the next 10 days, but I had my first day of cleansing, and I basically ate garbage all day because it was the day after Halloween. I don't know what I thought was going to happen because it was the day after Halloween. And basically, the day after Halloween is always the day that you eat all the leftover candy that is kicking around. It's the day that you just wake up and basically eat candy, which is really unfortunate because it is so unhealthy for your body to do that. But we've been conditioned to believe that filling kids up with a whole bunch of shitty food is what we do every single year. And you know what? I'm not against Halloween. I freaking love Halloween. I love dressing up, and I love, being another version of myself for a day, having fun, crafting, making costumes. And I'm not even saying that I haven't participated a lot in the junk part of it, because I definitely have. But if I had to choose, I would not choose giving kids a whole bunch of candy and shitty treats as my number one holiday. Definitely not. Anyway, is what it is. So as you can see, I am here getting ready for work. And yesterday, even though I felt like crap, I went to work, and, like I said, I was trying to just like fake it till I make it, try to feel better. And in fact, I went there and I felt so much better being at work than I did all day. I went to work. Luckily, I go to work with people that I really enjoy, people that I like, people that make me feel good. I get to do something that is really easy for me, that I make pretty good money doing, and that I enjoy. And so it definitely shifts how I'm feeling just by being in that environment. Now, if I went to an environment where I wasn't around people that I liked, where I had to do something that I really didn't like, didn't enjoy, and was really challenging and difficult, and not challenging, I just mean like difficult, like serving is not for everybody. Let's say that serving is not for everybody, and not everybody can serve and be really good at it. Maybe they don't have a good memory. Maybe they don't have a great personality. Maybe they don't like smiling. Maybe they don't like those things. So serving for them is really difficult. And I would say for those people, they're probably not excited about going to work. But I have been blessed and had the pleasure to basically do something that I love for most of my life, actually. Most of my life. I feel super fortunate about that. So I felt really terrible. Then I went to work and I felt much better, but I realized that probably the reason why I felt so horrible is because it was my first day of cleansing and I was not supposed to be eating garbage all day. Yeah, it happens. The thing about cleansing is that your body is going to cleanse anyway. Your body, when you're in this process of doing your levels, your body is going to do what it needs to do in order to like process and release and let go of what it needs to let go of anyway. And it doesn't matter if you're fasting or cleansing or whatever, it's going to do it anyway. It's just whether or not you want it to be uncomfortable. So the reason why Divine recommends that whatever recommendations that they give, because for each person it's completely different. So the way that I fast may not be the way that you need to fast. It's always different for each person. Oh my God, I am making an absolute mess of my face. That the reason why it's told for you is because that is the best, most comfortable way for you to do it. And if you don't listen, it's going to happen anyway. And you just are going to be uncomfortable. Anyway, whatever. So again, we're talking about feelings and how yesterday feelings were sort of like on high level. I was feeling really low vibration emotions, and you know, that's okay too. It's just whether or not you hold on to those feelings and how long you hold on to those feelings, or whether you open yourself up and let them sort of move through you. And so today I was reading an email that I get from the Pursuit of Spirit blog. I love that guy. I can't remember what his name is, but he's super awesome. It's pursuitofspirit.com. And he was sending out something that really made me think. And so I want to read it to you. It says, never feel shame for feeling. Feeling is the language of the soul. Freedom can't be free if it can't feel everything. And I love that so much because it's basically showing us that it's not always the good and high vibration things that you're supposed to have moving through your body. It's all the things. It's every feeling. There's like benefit in all of them. And so when you allow yourself to open up and have them move through you and not hold on to them, you get the benefit of those feelings in a very short period of time because you're not keeping them in your body. And there are some people that say actually that having a physical body and our souls being able to have this experience in this physicality is actually like the greatest experience that you can have, which is why we keep coming back here and doing it over and over and over again. And that to feel pain is even the most spectacular thing, enough that we just keep coming back here and doing it again and again, just so that we have the opportunity even to feel pain. So the things that we are sort of resisting, our soul is like moving towards. And so when it says feeling is the language of the soul, you can think about that, about how your soul is grateful to have the experience of feel any feelings at all, not only the good ones, also like the low vibration, not the high vibration ones, but also the low vibration ones. And that our souls are using the tone and language of feelings to tell us where there is still resistance and highlight the things that we are still holding on to so that we can let go and we can just allow those things to move through us without any discomfort. So when you think about that, so that's what we're cleansing. Like that's what we're letting go of when we're doing our levels and we're cleansing. We have in our energetic centers, we have all of this debris and layers based on our past experiences that allow or give us a reactionary trigger to something that has happened in the past, even if it's not something that is happening to us right now, that makes us react in a certain way, even if it's not happening now. So let's say you have a fight with somebody a really long time ago about a particular subject, and you get really worked up, and it's a really horrible experience, and then you hold on to that and you keep it inside of you for years and years and years, and then further down the line, you are, let's say, with your husband or with your children, and then something happens that makes you relive that moment or triggers that debris that's still being held inside your energetic system, then it causes you, because of that debris, to have an uncomfortable experience in the moment, even if that is not what is happening to you right now. So the point of it is to let go of all of those things so that you can stop having those uncomfortable feelings, that you can just experience all of life in a way that is clear and free and just without any blockages and without any debris. And I guess that's what we're all sort of working towards. We're all sort of working towards this moment in time where we are able to experience life in all of its glory and everything that it is freely, in a way where it doesn't hit on any of our scars, on any of our stuff that we're holding inside, and we can just experience it as it is, without judgment, without resistance, without attachment. And I say that a lot, and I think that that's part of the Buddhist threefold path, that they say non-judgment, non-resistance, non-attachment, and that is a part of how they move through life. And so it makes sense when you say freedom can't be free if it can't feel everything. So it is definitely what we're moving towards. I try, when I'm in those moments of feeling those lower vibration things, to just let it go the best that I can. Okay, the next thing I've been doing is trying to manage my storage so that I can just record my videos without worrying about it cutting me off. I have learned a lot of things over the last couple of days, which is exciting. And I have also been clearing out a lot of things that I have been holding on to that you don't even think about. So it's data and like storing data. You don't really think about that, but I went on my phone. I have a 128 gig phone, and it was filled up all the way to the top. I have 2 terabytes of storage in the cloud that things sort of like move into eventually. But if I am trying to record on my phone and there's not even space on my phone to hold it in the interim before it goes to the cloud, that's where I get hooked up, because there isn't even enough room on my phone. So I went back through my WhatsApp groups and I deleted like 41,000 messages out of one group. I don't know if there's a way that you can just delete those things as you go. I don't know why I would be holding on to them. Maybe someday I'm going to be like, oh no, I missed that one. I mean, I did it specifically group by group and message by message, because I have some very, very special messages on there that I don't ever want to get rid of, voice notes and very special words from a friend of mine who has since passed. So I didn't want to just be like, delete everything and then not have that. I would be absolutely devastated to lose that. And I have like 62,000 photographs on my phone. I really enjoy to take pictures. That might seem excessive to you, but someday, and always, I always am looking back at those photos and really appreciating that I have them. All the photos of me and my friends living our best lives, the photos of my children through the years. I take pictures of all of the kids that come through our house, and they love it. Someday at their weddings, when I do their slideshows, they are going to be so grateful that I did that for them. It's just not quite there yet. Anyway, I guess we are all hoarders of something. Some of us are hoarders of physical things. They say that this generation, like the baby boomers, when they're sort of moving on, that we are going to have the largest influx of things coming, flooding in, that the people who are then responsible for all of the stuff that they have kept, who have absolutely no attachment to them and have no reason to keep them, are just going to be like ditching and getting rid of all of these things that whole entire generation. So my dad's motto, because he has a whole entire 3-story building, like a carriage house building full of things, and his motto is, "It was too good to throw away." And that whole entire generation has that mentality. They were raised by people who lived through the Depression, and they sort of had to live without. And so it was like a trauma response that all of a sudden these people have these things. They're like, no, no. But those guys, they all actually reuse this stuff. So I think that they're different. And now we just make things that don't last. Like, it doesn't matter if we're all buying garbage. We're buying junk that is never going to last for 50, 60 years anyway. So we have something, it breaks and we throw it away, or we buy something and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't like this thing anymore, so I'm going to just buy something new to replace it. We are not in the same, like, our generation is definitely a consumption generation, where their generation was more like a hoarding generation, where they have things and they keep them. We hoard and keep data. Like, we just, how many hard drives and computers and devices do you have that just has a whole bunch of stuff on it that you don't even know what to do with? You might not even look at. Like, it's not like having physical pictures. Fortunately for me, I have a little folder on my phone that goes to my TV, and it has a slideshow that goes through in my living room whenever my TV goes to sleep. So I changed that, and I get to see my pictures all the time. I make that happen just because, like, otherwise I probably would never see them and never look at them. But we are all holder honors of something. And the real question is, like, how much stuff do we need? How much stuff do we really need? Like, if we looked at all of these things, and you say, yeah, your picture books and your photo albums and stuff, it's like generational recording. But like, I'm probably never going to look at my grandparents' photo albums and even know who any of these people are. So it's within 1 or 2 generations that all of that stuff is also not relevant anymore. Yeah. Anyway, how much stuff do we really need? I read this really awesome, amazing book called The Life-Changing Art of Tidying Up. And it really changed my perspective of understanding, like, what brings me joy and holding on to something that has to spark something in you. So yes, my photo albums and my scrapbooks and my things, I am going to keep for as long as I live. All my collage books that I make, because they bring so much joy to me. Likely my kids are going to be like, I'm ditching this. Maybe not even my kids, because it might relate to them for me, but their kids are going to be like, what are these things on paper with, like, books? What are these things even? Maybe they'll keep them just because they're relics. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, let's just do the channel. I'm going to get ready for work. Give me 1 second. Then I'm going to go to work another day, another beautiful day of work. My last day of work for the week. I really appreciate you guys being here and witnessing me being in my light. I appreciate you guys sticking by me. Oh, that was not the best. And just, like, supporting me. And if not for any other reason, then I'm gonna just finish this project. And you know what's funny? Maybe out there in the land of the internet, maybe there is no one watching this And you know what? That's okay too. Oh, seriously. What is going on with my hair? Okay. Let's do it. I lick my lips every single time before I do my channel. As I'm watching these videos over, I notice that I do that. I don't know what it is, but every single time I do it, I apologize. Okay. I'm so conscious and aware of it now. I call on divine to be known to me. I call on divine to be known to me. I am divine. We are one. Trust it is so. What we would say is the reason why you as a collective, you as a society, hold on to the things that you have is because you feel it is necessary to keep a record of the progression of your society. It is because in this time of your evolution, you do not understand completely or fully that you have access to the Akashic records, which hold the imprint of all things in existence, all things in the past, all things in the present, and all things in the future. You feel as though once you have lost something, it is lost forever. You feel as though once you have lost someone, you have lost them forever. You do not understand that you have infinite access to all things through the portal, which is your heart. You have the ability to process all of these things through the organ, which is your brain. You have the opportunity to connect with loved ones lost any time in any moment that you choose. What you do not understand at this time, in this moment, is that they have not left you, that they are still there, that they simply exist in a higher vibration, in a higher resonation that is in fact layered on top of the density that you currently reside in. That those things and those people who you feel you are no longer able to see in physicality are gone. And what we would say is that those people, those things that you feel as though you have lost, you are infinitely connected to. For you are one. They speak to you in your dreams. They come to you in moments of despair. They whisper sweet nothings in your ear. They leave you signs along your journey. They wrap you and envelop you with their higher vibrations. And they hold you eternally with them in the net of all creation. What we would say is that you may find peace in knowing they are never far. You can simply call their name and they are instantaneously there with you. They hear every word, they feel every moment. They know your love from beyond the veil. You may find solace in knowing that they are watching out for you, that they are encouraging you, that they are gently nudging you. That they care for you deeply and are part of the foundation that hold you up in this lifetime. They are part of the roots that ground you deep within this physicality. They are part of your lineage and family tree. They are part of that which makes you whole. For we are one. And we give thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I do. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ciao for now.